I don't know if this was a coach's call. It felt kind of last minute to practice outside. I know Zach has said before, practicing in the rain is a good thing, a blessing in disguise. Did you feel like it was a good thing for the team today?
It was nothing for real for us to go out there. I would have liked to be inside. I'm pretty sure we all do, but it ain't our decision at the end of the day. So
What's it been like now coming back, contracts done, not having that weighing over you after the last 2 years? What's this offseason been like now that it's done and over with?
it's been like every other offseason, man. Just trying to stay focused, make sure I'm getting my right routines in, making sure I'm healthy, staying in shape, coming back and just protecting the team.
Why'd you go no gloves today?
It was a bit rainy. I seen the ball hitting the ground too much, and I didn't want to put my gloves on just for the ball to fly through my hands. So I just went no gloves.
For you, in the next step in your career, Jamar, is it just about challenging yourself, and what are you trying to get out of yourself this next year?
Yeah, challenging myself, pushing guys around me, learning more of the offense, learning more of defenses, seeing the small things in defense, like pre-snap tells, hopefully. Just be a better person.
Why do you think you were able to have such an elite season last year? What was the big shift and change for you in your game?
I play with more with a chip on my shoulder, like my rookie year. Was a lot on my mind, as everyone's seen from my Kansas City clip, me crashing out. So I'm glad that I got that off my chest.
How do you fabricate a chip on your shoulder if there is none? You've been paid now. How do you get that chip again?
You stay motivated and find ways to have a chip because we didn't make the playoffs 2 years straight. So that's my chip right there.
Do you find mean tweets or anything? Do you find something to read?
I'm a social media guy. I see y'all stuff, but I don't pay attention to it. As soon as I see it, I get off.
What's the biggest motivating thing for you right now going into this year, having accomplished everything that you did last year?
Really, my biggest thing this year going forward is making the playoffs, man. We got to get to the playoffs. That's my first step. But team goals is to win the division.
When do you start thinking about your own
Jeff, why you always come so late during the interview, Jeff?
If I knew you were doing this.
Jeff, they got 30 people right here, brother. Come on, Jeff, man. You got to be more careful, man.
Seriously, tomorrow, when do you start thinking about making individual goals for the upcoming season? Is it right about now or later in the off season?
No, it's right about now. Right about now. I'm not telling y'all yet, though, but right now is the time where I start to put it together.
How beneficial is it to have you, T? I know the workout bonus is there, but having you, T, and Joe working together this early, getting all these reps in, how much does that benefit y'all moving forward, do you think?
I want to say this is our second time having everyone here, getting an opportunity to work with Joe again and get established with the offense, help us move around, learn more. We're coming back, getting to see a new defense every day. I think that's pretty cool. So there's a lot of things that's going to get us better from, just getting back early and working.
What are your thoughts on the schedule this year?
We have a lot of great games.
Nothing about the Baltimore game, like Joe mentioned, how we wish it was. You guys got a prime time.
Yeah, 100%. I wish we had more primetime games. I see we don't play KC this year too. I don't know. A lot of DBs on the schedule. I don't know. I also heard we were supposed to go out to overseas this year, but they didn't do that, huh?
Would you want to go overseas?
I'd rather that be like the season opener. I don't want to do it in like the middle of the year,
Is there a favorite DB matchup that you have when you look at the schedule? Is there one that you want to circle?
I just see a lot of DBs that's in my way.
Do you like having Surtain on the schedule second straight year?
I like all DBs on the schedule.
I know you like to talk trash, and I guess you said crash out with Kansas City a little bit. They're not on the schedule. Do you have to find someone? Do you have to circle a team? Bills, maybe?
Why would I circle the Bills? Why would I do that? Nah. I don't really have no passion or hate for anybody else, I don't hate KC. It's always a great game when we play them. I hate them because we lose,
How much is it kind of stuck in y'all's craw that y'all was? How much does it kind of stick in y'all's craw a little bit that Baltimore, y'all were so close last year, getting swept by them. Y'all had, they won the division back-to-back years. How much is that matchup kind of maybe heightened a little bit more given how the last couple of years have gone?
Baltimore games are a defensive game at the end of the day, man. We put up points for the offensive side, but we got to hold it down for our defense and let them make plays. Let's go for both teams.
How much do you a bigger sense of continuity this offseason, Jamar, given that you are taken care of, T's taken care of, Mike Gesicki is taken care of? How much of a big deal is that to you in the offense?
It shows that they care, you know what I'm saying? It shows that they want to have the offense together, want to keep this group together. You know, they want us to excel from it. They see the potential that we all have, and they want us to capitalize.
Noticed you having a conversation with Jordan Battle and Geno Stone towards the end of practice today. How important are those conversations, just to talk to those guys and kind of get a feel for what they're thinking, maybe talk some trash, I'm not sure, but also just have those conversations?
Yeah, it's good. I feel like just them having a new defense and me seeing old tendencies or new tendencies, that, you know, I might could point out and help them with. I feel like they could do the same with me, but, you know I do that to talk and just to tell them, like, you know, I'm seeing this, so don't do it, you know, so small things like that.
A few weeks, you were standing on the sidelines talking to the DBs after your reps, and rather than standing with the offense, you and T were kind of talking to them, I guess about what had just happened, or stuff you didn't know.
We're just talking about, like I said, their tendencies on what they could do and what they can't do for us to see what's coming, you know?
Is there anything that you focused on in the offseason, any part of your game, strength, speed, jumping, anything that you looked at?
Specific this year, I worked on everything all around, you know?
You feel like last year, does it matter to you to prove if you're the best receiver in the league? Is that a thing that's top of mind for you at all?
You say, is that a thing?
Like, do you care if you are considered the best?
No. I mean, if you're an athlete, you know that it's political growing up as a kid, and you have no control over that. So I still think it's political. I really don't care what people say or think. I know I'm one of the best in the league. Everybody else does know it. I don't have to say it verbally to let it be heard, but I know for a fact, you know. So.
What do you think it would do if you were able to stack another year like you just had, an All-Pro year of that caliber? What do you think that would do for you personally, and maybe how you?
Confidence for myself.
Were you frustrated that Saquon got OPOY? Offensive Player of the Year?
I was a little frustrated, but he had a crazy ass year, so I can't really be mad, you know.
What are your thoughts on Trey Hendrickson and how much you're paying attention to it and hoping he gets it done?
I hope he gets his deal done. He's an amazing player, man. I mean, everyone sees it. We all see what he does to this team, the energy he brought back the day he came in. I mean, we all know he deserves it. But, you know, as long as he handles himself like a pro and just take care of his business, then, you know, I can't really tell him what to do.
You can relate.
I mean, it's a business side. This is going to always be a business side of everything you do. It's just how you handle it. So.
What's the hardest part about that whole process when you're having to handle the business part of it that maybe we don't realize, fans don't realize, that y'all have to kind of deal with as you go through that whole process?
I think y'all don't know nothing about what's going on until it comes out. I think the media just be trying to find key notes. Or maybe y'all got inside sources that's telling y'all key notes, you know, so.
But is that maybe the thing how does that maybe affect the way that
I don't think it affects nothing. I don't think nothing affects nothing. The only thing that affects the player, I wouldn't say the organization, but the business of the process. That's all. It's not outside noise. It's more the business part that you've never been through, you know?
You seem settled in as a leader now in this locker room, having been here for a minute now, Jamar. Is that something that's comfortable for you now, being a leader in this room?
I always looked at myself as a leader, not verbally, but through my actions. You know, I hold people accountable. I speak up if I have to, but, you know, it's a little more, I want to say, obvious that I have to be a captain this year, you know, doing with the deal and stuff. But, you know, I still play my role. I don't talk as much, but I speak up when I have to.
How do you feel like Jermaine's come across this offseason?
It's getting better, man. It's definitely improving. But, you know, there's always more improvement to get done. So, you know, just making sure he get better every day and going forward. It's a big thing.
What's the biggest difference you've seen in him this offseason compared to last year?
Really just the plays-wise. Knowing the plays. By that I mean more faster lining up, playing with more speed, you know? Because when you don't really know what you're doing, you don't play as fast, and he's playing a little faster now.
With the ruling of the Olympics allowing NFL players to flag football, is that something you want to do?
You said who? Vicks?
NFL players can play in the Olympics.
Oh, the Olympics. Haha. I know this question was coming. I don't know how I feel about it, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know. I want to hear more. I want to hear more information about it. I want to know the timing for us, off season, in season. I want to know if we're getting paid. I want to know where we traveling every other week or every day. Like, all that plays a part because we have off season. We have a life. You know what I'm saying? Also, how long would that be? You know, like, I don't know. There's a lot of questions to it. I think it's pretty cool, but I'm not really 100% on it yet.
Did the NFL promo give you a taste of it?
No.
Totally different.
No. First off, NFL Pro Bowl is against pros. Listen, Pro Bowl, all pros, right? We playing in the Olympics. Not saying they're not pros, but they're not the same people we seeing every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's the big difference. Because now we taking flag football teams. We taking they love of the game and bashing it with our love of the game, and now we taking their love away if we killing them. I mean, it's a lot, bro. I think it's cool, but I just don't know if I'm 100% in on it yet. You know, it's a lot.
Did you catch the comments of, I guess, their quarterback talking about all that? Like, talking about how, I guess, the flag football quarterback saying, like, you know, they come in. I mean, is that kind of what you're referring to?
I mean, a little bit. I didn't hear what he said, but it's a lot that goes on with that situation, you know? So I'd rather hear what they going to do and how they going to handle it for us.
Do you feel like y'all, you, Joe, and T all being together here now will help y'all start faster? Is there anything to that? Like, how do you think that might play into that?
I don't know. We're going to have to find out when we start playing, you know? I don't really know what happens. I don't know how we start fast.
Is there anything that y'all are going to do differently to maybe get that going? I mean, I'm sure we're going to ask you about that from now until week one.
They paid me and T. Hopefully that's the start of faster move right there, you know?
Just y'all being here, getting that knocked out.
I mean, shit, I hope so. I don't know, bro. You know, I just go out there and do what I'm told to do and make a play.
Do you plan on playing in preseason?
That's not up to me. If it was up to me, I wouldn't be out there.
Oh, you wouldn't be out there
If it was up to me, no. Of course not. You asking, do I want to play? Not really. No. I think we do the, I don't mind like a series, but that's literally all we do. You know, we get, and that's not, you don't really feel mentally ready for a game like that. For me, I don't think I do. I'm not going to.
Against Miami.
Yeah. Here, right? Yeah. Wasn't a great screen. I remember what happened now. Damn, G, that was bad, bro.
Disjointed though last year in week one. Your offense was so prolific last year, Jamar. Week one was the only really true outlier outside of the Giants game where it felt disjointed.
I could say I wasn't mentally ready to be on the field. I was in my own head. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to play, but I was in my own head. Like, you know.
Is that part of the byproduct? Now the contract's done, you don't got to worry about any of that anymore. It's just,
Yeah. That's what it was.
Is there now that y'all been paid, Joe's paid? Is there any added pressure for y'all to be a top 5, top 3, top 1, the best passing offense in the league, given that no one's spending the money that they have?
They paid us all this money because that's what they expecting us to do.
Is that what y'all expect?
That's what they expecting. That's what we all expect.
What do you get out of the season? You want to go?
Well, I mean, what's it going to take to get to that point? Y'all been close, but to be the bona fide number 1 passing attack in the league, what do you think?
Just play our game. We ain't got to worry about nothing, do nothing extra. Just play our game and know what we're doing.
What do you get out of a day like today? I mean, it looked like kind of a rough day. It's not a very good day out there.
It was a first day in helmets. You know, I felt like even though it was a little rainy, not good weather, I felt like it's still a good day just for us to get some positive work in. Be crisp on drills, alignment and assignment, and just knowing what we're doing. That's the biggest thing for the day. Knowing what we're doing and how we're doing it. Was Cam holding? No. I don't know if he was holding. He grabbed me. So that's what made us fall. I got him. I had him. Y'all don't start nothing, y'all, bro. Don't start nothing yet.
What did you make of Joe's Met Gala fit?
It was cool. It was smooth. I like JJ's though. Jets had There's just a little more thought into it, you know. When you go to Matt Galley, you got to do you got to look like you threw paint on yourself sometime, you know, if you understand what I'm saying.
What did you make of how was your trip to Milan?
It was good. Good experience to have.
What was it like? I think you're at the San Siro for AC's game. What was that experience like for you?
They take soccer very serious outside the country, man. And the chance they have, I was told that sometimes the fans don't show until the first 15 minutes of the game if they playing horrible during the season. So that just tells you how much of a control of soccer they have in their own city, you know.
Is it cool to see that kind of vibe? I mean, that kind of club, like that's a big deal. Like, what was that like?
Yeah,
kind of see
I
that?
think it's cool just to see how other countries operate and, you know, show that, you know. I just think it's cool how they show like their lifestyle.
You got a matchup with with Jefferson this year. I don't know if that. I mean, you guys met.
I don't have a matchup with him. I'm not checking that guy. We play the same spot, brother.
You're not going to be stat checking, though, after the game?
Of course I'm going to do that. Hell yeah, but me and him already talked about some things, but I don't know, bro. I just think it's going to be fun to go against him again.
It was the first game of your career.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It brings a thrill for both of us playing against each other, getting excited, knowing we both going to put on the show. So it's just trying to, I don't know.
Y'all ever talk about who's better?
Nah, bro, we past that now. We so past that now, bro. We too old for that.
Even if you're joking, y'all don't even go back and forth like no.
It's because you know.
Nah, we're too old for that, bro. We don't got time to be doing that, bro. That's childish now. Yeah.
When we come to training camp, will you tell us your goals?
No. I know y'all want to know because I done did the most absurd BS last year, you know, so.
What's that?
I said I did a lot last year. I can't tell y'all my goals because then
You hit them all. That's the question.
I know.
What's left?
what is left.
Yeah, what's left?
It's my question mark too.
Is that fun to think about as you keep kind of like now you're just kind of pushing the limits like you didn't even know existed. You keep going further. Like, is that fun to kind of really stretch that?
It's fun when you're having fun. Let's say that. Okay, when you're having fun, that's when it's fun. But I don't really look for it. It just happens, you know. I don't wake up saying I'm about to do this game. You know, I don't do it like that. It just happens.
But it's got to be fun that not many people have the position or have the talent to kind of push those limits to really see what you could achieve.
They do. They just don't put their mind to it.
You think so?
If they didn't do it, they wouldn't be in the position they're in. You know.
Is it possibly the first time or the first two-time Triple Crown winner?
Say it again.
Is it possible for you to be the first two-time Triple Crown?
Yeah, it is possible. It is possible. We'll see what happens.
Thanks, Jamal.